Hello, hero collectors here. How's it going, everybody? Hope you all are doing fantastic. I know I am, and today I'm going to be cracking open this Marvel Legends Maximum Series Deadpool. I'm going to try and avoid talking about the controversial stuff with this regarding like the price. I'll just say really quick, do I think this is worth the full price? No. Did I still buy it at the full price? Yes. Am I stupid? Probably. Do I care? No. Because I have seen a lot of photos of this guy, watched a couple reviews, and I'm genuinely excited to actually try him out. I am, an action figure fan that loves to pose, that I love the way that this figure looks, and somehow this still managed to come out of the packaging as I was removing it. I hate that little piece of paper. But anyway, I love to pose. I love, just to have fun with the figure, and this looks like a really fun figure. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Let's check it out. I'm only going to do a handful of comparisons. Just a couple Deadpools, a Wolverine, and probably the Gamerverse Juggernaut. Just for fun, because I just got him in recently. Let's get all these hands out. And yeah, this is more just to see how he is in hand. Test out the articulation. Pose him around. Get that. Come on. There we go. Just curious, what characters would you like to see get the maximum treatment? I'm hoping for a Thor and probably a Mr. Fantastic. Those are probably the two that are the highest on my list, because Mr. Fantastic, you can just include different, just like stretchy pieces than we've gotten before, and get some new engineering so that we can do some swapping with those and whatnot. Thor, I would like another classic Thor for my collection, and Maximum would be an easy way to just give us a new classic Thor. And yeah, why did I tape everything? Damn. Let's get this off here. I will say he does come with a lot of accessories. Still not quite as many as I would hope, especially for Deadpool. Masks and eyes, or like alternate masks / eyes would have been great. Let's get that. There. Oh, of course, we got Doop, who I don't really know much about. The only reason I even know he's a character is because of the previous Marvel Legends, so... I mean, like, I've seen him around, but I don't think I've ever read a comic where he's in it, but I haven't read a ton of X-Men. I know he's Ecstatics, which is a team that I have really never seen much of and don't have a whole lot of interest checking out at the moment. I'm sure it's good, but it's not really drawing me in, if I'm being honest. Jesus. Hasbro, can you make a more noisy plastic for the packaging? Thank you. I don't need to hear anyway. Okay, let's try and break in this guy's articulation. Okay, so he's got a double ball at the neck. That's pretty good. Good there. And I don't have the previous Marvel Legends figure that is based on this costume. That was, what, was it the Juggernaut wave? I believe it was. I never got that figure. I was always tempted, but then I think I got the Riders Deadpool. Or was that later? I got another Deadpool from some release and thought that I was okay with that one. Didn't need to backtrack, and I'm really glad I did. Like, just kind of pass on it, because now I've got this one, which is definitely an upgrade, in my opinion, just body-wise. Okay. Getting good there. See the piece in that hand. Okay, pretty solid twist there. Okay, can this belt come down lower? Like that? Okay. So now I can actually use the crunch. Cool. Liking it. He does not have drop downs, okay. Twist, kick forward, twist. Not seeing any issues paint-wise. Across this guy. Okay, boot swivel. Okay, maybe a minor imperfection there, but nothing too severe. Boot swivel there. Got the ankles. Got the twist and the toe pivot. Nice. Okay. So now he is broken in. Looking pretty good with the articulation, if I do say so myself. I have seen, is it the shoulder or is it the bicep where it has broken for some people? So I'm going to try and be wary, but kind of have to... Oh, come on. Isn't this an anime pose? Yeah, that's very Deadpool to do. So, okay. Looking at this head, if we want to get closer, you can see. I don't love the paint on the mouth. It could have been a little bit more crisp. I don't think it's not the best. It's not terrible, but yeah, it could have been more clear on the figure. And then let's go ahead and zoom in at Doop for a moment. Get his articulation broken in here, which is just these arms. Yeah, looking pretty good. Like the printing on the eyes. You got some kind of like, I don't know if it's a wash or something throughout the plastic. I don't even know if it's paint or maybe this is just the way he's molded, just the way the darker colors are. But pretty cool as he does that. Okay, let's put these in all their holsters as we get refocused too. Okay. Get him all loaded up. The knife goes like so. Let's swap out some hands here. Because I want to put this gun in his hand. I don't know. This is really unique and I don't know, it just kind of looks fun for him to hold. Like so. Boom. Kind of emulating Cable. Okay, here we got a grip hand. Let's do a sword. Now, I don't really like these swords. They are way too small for a Deadpool figure. I'll show you the swords I do use for my Deadpool, for my X-Force, or the 90s Deadpool, in a second. The other one is sheath. They're really bent. I wish there was just like a little like pouch to put the dynamite and the burrito or the chimichanga or whatever it is. But oh, this is these new blast effects. I think these are cool. Now this is reused, but yeah, these two look new. Maybe those two are the same or previous ones we've seen. But okay, that's compatible. That one's compatible. This one, yeah, this one's compatible. Cool. Love to see it. But let's do just a couple quick comparisons. Bringing in some Deadpools. This is, the Rider's Deadpool that came with Dogpool. And then this is, what wave was this? Oh, this is the 2-pack with Hydra Bob. These swords, I want to say I got from the Hand Ninjas. And they're a far better length than, these little baby swords, in my opinion. I don't care for them. Look at, it's just not great. I think they're painted a little bit better too. But yeah, pretty cool. This is definitely going to be my Deadpool for a main Deadpool display. That's my eventual plan, is to have his own little display with all the different variants and the scooter and yeah, Dogpool, Shikla, Gwenpool. I'm sure I'll put there too. But yeah, so I'm very happy to have this to represent that shelf. This is still going to stay with the X-Force. You can actually put this with Uncanny Avengers, and I might be tempted to do that, but I think long term this is just going to be Deadpool display. That's the goal. So let's get these guys out now. To bring in a fellow Maximum series figure, we have the Spider-Man Maximum figure and the new Game Reverse Wolverine. Yeah, I still think this guy's way too tall. It's a fun figure. I've taken photos of him. I need to record a review and of him and Silver Samurai, but it's a great figure, just a little too tall, a little too big. But I like this size. They're usually around the same size, so that works. Okay, and I'm gonna have to adjust the camera, but a fellow figure I just got in recently, we have the Game Reverse Juggernaut. There he is compared to Deadpool. I'm sure I'll probably take a couple photos of these guys together, specifically for my Deadpool review. So, yeah, it's crazy the difference in size with Juggernaut. Okay, before we close out this video, I do want to just try and pose him around a little bit, see if there's a couple poses that I can get him into. So first up, we'll go with double sword wielding. Oh, yeah, there it is. So let's put that like that. Okay. Ooh. There. Okay. And we gotta do a bit of this. Whoa. That cut for the back of the neck is wild, but it doesn't utilize it. Interesting. Yeah, these swords are way too tiny for a Deadpool. Okay, just get it there. Okay, that is a bit better. That foot fixed. Okay, not too bad. Let's try with the pistols now. Get the trigger from your hands off to the side. And yeah, ever since I've started seeing this guy pop up, I've been just kind of brainstorming some ideas for photos, and I'm not going to do any right now at the moment, like poses that I had in mind, but the dynamite I think is going to be really fun to mess with. Yeah, I've got a bunch of ideas that I needed to get the figure in hand to really mess with him, and I'm excited. Although I do have a lot of figures I need to get to in terms of pictures and posing, so he may just have to wait a little bit, but I'm still very happy to have him so far. I'm not disappointed by the packaging or by what he has so far or what he can do. I mean, there are some things, of course, I wish he included, but is what it is so far. If you could get the guns a bit straighter, there we go. It's not too bad. Let's see if we can, yeah, there we go. That makes it just a little bit more dynamic. Utilizing that toe joint right there. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Okay. Let's check out this other head. Oh, come on. Okay, it's on there. Didn't have a very clear pop, but okay, he's got a burrito, and he is just kind of firing while he's eating. So let's put a blast effect in there. Like so. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fun. There's I can't remember if it's this gun or not, but there's a Wolverine cover that I really love where he's firing a gun and smoking a cigar that this might fit for. I'll have to double check. I'm sure I'll put it in the actual edit so you guys will see it, but I need to go look at that photo and see if it works. But okay, yeah, I do think this is a fun figure. I will get into what where I think it's lacking in an actual review, but yeah, I don't know. I hate talking about these controversial figures like the Maximum series. Like my Spider-Man review, I try to be as fair as possible, but in actuality, I really liked that figure, so it was hard for me to be, super critical, but I did have some complaints, and I'm sure I will have. I already have some complaints about what he didn't include, but we'll see if I have any complaints about what he is right now. Sorry, I'm fumbling with words. It's been a long day, but with all that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this unboxing video. If you did, make sure you like the video and make sure you are subscribed, because I will eventually take photos and review this guy and get my final thoughts like I've been talking about. And you can check all that out when that happens. But I've also got a bunch of other Marvel Legends off to the side here of my desk that I need to take photos of and do reviews of, along with Transformers and Star Wars and a few other random figures. So make sure you are subscribed to check out all of that, and leave down in the comments below, what do you think of this figure? Do you agree with me and still think it's fun despite all its problems? What do you think? Try to be civil. Again, I hate talking about Maximum series just because of what it brings out in some people, but I still think they're fun figures. I mean, I've got 2 of the 3. I'm never going to buy that Hulk, but still, with all that rambling out of the way, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will talk to you all in another video, another post, another time.